Hi friends, so today I'm going to talk about how to restart the production after unplanned shutdown, especially during COVID-19 times. Oscar Wilde has very nicely said that when it is raining, enjoy the rainbow, and while it's dark, enjoy the stars. Something similar is the situation with all of us when one fine day our production stopped. And now, after maybe 6 weeks or 8 weeks, slowly and steadily, we are just trying to restart our production. Now, somehow we will be able to reach our potential in coming few months. But the thing is that how we are going to do it, whether it will be effective, efficient, and we are going to do it in a prudent manner, or it will be through a lot of hardship. So quality management system can help a lot in doing it in a very systematic way. So all those organizations who have a very strong and mature system, we will be able to pass through this challenge comfortably. Even though it will be a long journey, but still they have a structure to go about it. And why I'm saying that why quality management system is important to pass through this challenging time, to restart the production. And there are many reasons. To start with, the employee morale is extremely low. Secondly, the profitability has gone down drastically for the organization. The legal requirements, the government bodies, they have some new requirements which the management has to take care about that. Then it will take a lot of time to reach to the 100% potential. So it means whatever we are going to produce, that will be a loss in most of the cases. Then availability of manpower, that will not be sufficient. So we have most of the manpower will be skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled. So you have to work as per that. And last and the most important thing, the expectation of the customer and the other stakeholders still remains the same. So it is a quality management system which will help the organization to go through that. But how the quality management system will help the organizations to pass through this challenging time? Because in quality management system, we have a systematic approach. We first identify who all our interested parties like customers, suppliers, bankers and other things. Then we identify what are the possible risks related to that, what are their needs, what are their expectations. Then based on the risk analysis, we take some action. After taking some action, we also review that whatever actions that we have taken, whether they are fulfilling the expectation that we planned or not. And if not, then we take some other measures also. So, when we are talking about restarting the production after sudden unplanned shutdown, I would like to classify everything into 6M and 1E. And those 6M and 1E are management, men, machine, material, method, measurement, and environment. Let me start first with management. Management is the most crucial part because they are the leader of the ship. So whatever good or bad that is going to happen, it will all depend upon the management. Management has a lot of challenges with respect to profitability, with respect to employee morale, with respect to how to deal with the government bodies. To talk about profitability, it is a high time when the organization has to think about low-cost automation, different techniques about Industry 4.0, also about some other cost-saving activities with respect to like suggestion scheme, Kaizen, quality circles, all those needs to be employed so that we can somehow manage in some way. The employee morale needs to be enhanced a lot because of the coronavirus, because of sanitization, because of social distancing, and so many bad things happening with the individuals. It's important for the management to enhance their morale. So frequent management review meetings, open house, town hall meetings will be very, very important things for the management to do so that the morale of employees can be enhanced. Then how to deal with legal requirements. It's important to go through the standard to understand that what are all the relevant legal requirements, which we call it as statutory and regulatory requirement, and where we are with respect to that. So it's important to analyze in relation with IATF 16949 as well as ISO 9001. Then talking about second, men. Again, just like management, there are numerous challenges, but let me share a few. The first one is competent manpower. Now, because of social distancing And because of reduction in manpower, because the government is not allowing more than 20% or 30% manpower to run the entire production, so whatever available manpower that is with us may not be skilled. So it is important to do some sort of on-job training, reviewing the skill metrics again, identifying that who are the people who can do multitasking, that needs to be done. Then again, the morale of employee needs to be enhanced. So maybe they need to be motivated by giving them assurance that yes, their job is secured, they will get the salary on time, and very soon everything will be okay. And then it is also important to see the manpower at the supplier and sub-supplier end, whether they have got the qualified manpower. If not, what needs to be done with respect to that? Maybe some sort of a supplier audit, some sort of hand holding to them will be required with respect to man. Here comes the third point, material. Now all of a sudden, everything stopped. So what happened to that material? The material at different stages of the production, maybe at incoming stage, in process, or the final stage. Maybe that has got out of shelf life, or maybe they need rework, maybe repair, segregation, some special approval from the customer. And it's not only applicable for ourselves, but it's also applicable for the supplier end. That it's important for the organization to see that what is their condition with respect to the material and what actions they are doing with respect to that. With respect to material, another thing is that because of sanitization and fumigation, what is the condition now? How that particular material, say for example, a painted material is going to behave after that fumigation activity has happened, maybe after a few months or so. So it's important to assess all that. Here comes point number 4, machine. Now, to have a healthy machine, it's important to do systematic preventive maintenance and predictive maintenance. And in case of breakdown, then there should be some skilled manpower who can do that maintenance of that machine. But now the manpower availability is less, and whichever manpower is there, they may not be skilled. So it may be required to do a quick preventive maintenance, maybe a shorter checklist so that it can be done quickly. Maybe a quick predictive maintenance will be helpful to know that what can be the possible chances of machine breakdown, so that rather than machine is under breakdown and we don't have any resource to correct it, let's identify and take the action before that. And same thing needs to be applied at our supplier end also, because they may not be as much competent or resourceful as maybe the organization. Something similar and very important, and which is critical for the product and processes, the measuring instruments, laboratory equipments. What will happen to that? Maybe they are out of calibration. Maybe there is a frequent requirement of doing the validation of the master sample and limit samples. So we need to have a system for that, and we may need to qualify some more people. Maybe a quick MSS study for repeatability and reproducibility will help in that. Maybe a SPC study will be useful for that. Or a quick system audit, manufacturing process audit, or system audit can help at this particular time. So here comes the next point, measurement. Now, measurement is very important, and accurate measurement is even more important to ensure that whatever products that we're making inside the organization, when it is going to the customer, it is fulfilling the requirement. Now, there could be a possibility that there was a certain frequency of doing the measurement with the calibrated instrument, which is done from ISO 17025 qualified organization. Now that calibration lab is not available. Now you have a measurement system, but that is not calibrated. How to deal with that? Maybe now you don't have those adequate number of calibrated instruments. Now in this condition, what to do? Maybe you have to do some calibration internally, take some internal approval. If there is a critical dimension which can affect the quality of the finished product, maybe you need to take the approval from the customer also. Here comes the next and the last point, environment. Now, in any organization, it may be an electronic industry, it could be a painted component industry, rubber. For all these things, there is some specific guidelines with respect to temperature and humidity. So it's important to review that whether those work environmental conditions are still there or they have changed because of the sudden shutdown. And in case we are not able to give that entire work environment which is needed, can we make some alternate arrangement? Can we take some approval from the customer? And same thing, we need to look at our supplier also, that how they are taking care of that. So once we look into all the challenges as well as the possible actions, we can ensure that whatever product that we are making, that may be fulfilling to the requirement of the customer, and we can ensure the customer satisfaction. And quality management system will play a very important role. The maturity of the organization, the strength, the depth of the management system will help the organization to pass through this challenging time of unplanned shutdown to reaching to the top potential. So let me summarize again. So I talked about why quality management system is important. Then I talked about how quality management can support. And then in the last, I talked about management, man, machine, material, method, measurement, and environment. That what are the possible challenges as per that, what are the possible actions that we can take, and how quality management system can support in all that. In case you want to hear more about this article in detail, you can go to the below link and you can click and you will find in detail about that. If you want to continue to know about these videos regularly, so you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.